What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Gmiles World. And right now we're going to be talking about EA Sports being back at it again. It's more ridiculousness. They've, at this point of the game, they've pretty much let us know that they made a huge mistake with the way that Escape Artist was actually put together in the game. Now, earlier on when the game first started out, Escape Artist wasn't this OP. It was a patch that caused the glitch to where you can now run downwards and the guy just runs around you. It's kind of weird the way that it is, but they've acknowledged, based on the fact that they continuously keep going back to this, that they made a huge mistake, which is not typical. You know what I'm saying? Like, EA Sports doesn't readily admit that they're wrong, but that's what they're doing right now with, with what's happening. So now they're forcing all of us to make a decision. You guys know here at Gmiles World, we're going to figure out what the next best move is. Also, with the way that they've done that, they've also boosted other things. Have you been ran on with Inside Zone and just could not do anything? Like, has that happened to you lately? More than likely, it's going to be yes. So let me go ahead and give you guys some insight into what happened. We actually went and got Joe Flacco to try him out because pretty much it doesn't make any sense to use a scrambler, right? The scramblers don't make sense anymore, so you can't really worry about it. Right now, the best thing for you guys to do is to figure out what quarterback can give you the most protection and get the ball out. Right now, we've gone with Ryan Fitzmagic, right? So we'll get to him in a second for why we did it and how we did it, because we didn't actually play the house rule games. If you guys follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all on, all at Gmiles World, you would have saw I tweeted out, bro, I'm not playing those games for Fitzmagic. So I had to end up spending coins to get my 95 power pass off of Kyle Dig Out Your Girl's Pits to be able to go ahead and use the power pass instead. I refuse to play house rules with this game. It's enough that I play it to begin with because the gameplay is so horrendous. But even with that being said, we don't got to worry about that. Let's talk about what EA has forced us all to do. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to let you guys know Joe Flacco is trash in the game. All right. So what makes him trash? Well, we tried him out with all of these abilities. We tried to see what we can get out of him. He's just not a good quarterback, primarily because of his release. Although Gunslinger is something that these strong on quarterbacks get for 4, it's really not worth it in the long run because they're just not good releases with the ball. We've come a long way from Madden 20 of having no abilities on Aaron Rodgers and him zipping the ball to now EA doubling down with it to make the game not really playable unless you have a passing ability. But even with some of those cards, you still cannot pass the ball. And that's pretty much what the issue is. So we're going to go ahead and go, raid sell this guy and take care of that real quick. If you guys wanted to go ahead and try him out, that's fine. I'm just letting you know the way that the ball comes out is it doesn't even matter if you have escape, not escape, gunslinger or anything like that. He's still going to actually, it's a delay. It's like a wind up, like stupid like that. To be honest with you, Tom Brady is still probably more or less one of the top QBs in the game. But we're not going to worry about that right now because we raid sold him a while ago and then he unretired and it's just real stupid at this point. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to figure out with this. Okay, so Joe Flacco is a 97 overall. He's selling for 161. We're going to try to get 155 for him. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest. We'll just go ahead and take care. Okay, 169 he just sold for. All right, we'll go 159. Just to see, okay, 160, okay, he'll probably sell for that. We just undercut the guy by a very little amount. Probably really, stupid, but somebody will end up buying it. Like, it's 1K, but to somebody else, that 1K might mean, the difference between buying it and not getting it. This card right here, for those of you guys that don't know, earlier when we first got the card, none of these cards were available on the auction house. They're in a set, in the playoff set, under the kickoff segment where you get the 90s. So you don't have to overpay for it. You can just use some of the cards that you currently have in your binder if you would like to do that. I will show you guys where I did it just to kind of, give you guys an assessment of it. Because what happens is when people don't see cards on the auction house, they automatically start to panic if you're the one looking for it. And then the people that are out there trying to, make as many coins as possible, they'll see the limited amount and then they'll just go crazy and put the card up for a wild price. Obviously, we all have power-up passes at this point, so it wouldn't have got that crazy. But if you're new and you're watching the video, there's always another way, with exception of limiteds, to be able to get any of the cards that go into the set. So let's take a look. This is going to be it right here. So you need 2 88s and 1 85 to 86. It's probably going to cost you like 20K to make it. And you could probably sell it back for now for a more recent card. You see what we just put him up for. So that's ultimately where you would get him from. So that's one of the cards that we had to go ahead and get rid of, right? Now, if you guys have been with the channel for a while, you guys know we've been running with Cameron Newton, aka Scam Newton, right? And we've been having a blast with him. Like, all right, Cam, you garbage, but it is what it is. Now, he's not usable for us because he's already slow. Now you take away Escape Artist, and it's like, dude, you raised it another 3, EA? Really? It's really nothing you can do at this point. So what I would suggest is, you know, just getting rid of the cards now until golden tickets drop. And then that's going to do a couple things, right? The market is going to change and fluctuate, you know, depending on how everything goes with this update. Maybe people get frustrated. Maybe people are so in love with Escape, they'll still keep the 18 AP QB. But the problem is people are still crying about Escape Artists. Even with EA upping the AP, people are still crying. People actually believe that you should not be able to get Escape and a passing ability, which is very sad in my opinion, because, you know, obviously realistically quarterbacks are, you know, dual talented. So it's like kind of weird. You know, Madden is fake, obviously, with the way that the game is, but it's sort of like, come on, you know, even if you raise it higher, you should still be able to get a pass lead elite. I understand not having gunslinger, but pass lead elite, it's like, come on, dude, like it's not that big of a deal. But either way, this is what everybody has been accustomed to, like just crying and complaining and just seeing if anything goes their way. Now look, I rage a lot at the game, but I don't demand patches. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, the game's trash the way it is. I'm going to figure out a way to enjoy the game, although it's not as good as I think it should be. You see what I'm saying? That was the way that we used to do it. Now you just cry and cry. And then with all these social media avenues to go to EA, they eventually say, you know what? We don't want to hear it no more. So we're going to go ahead and patch it. So because of that, we have no choice. We have to go ahead and get rid of what EA is not, you know, pretty much allowing us to utilize anymore. I don't want to run around and not have an ability on the wide receiver. You guys know I'm the Moss King, right? I'm going to Moss you. I have to put abilities on certain players, or I have to sacrifice players and get rid of them because I have no other choice. That's just the way that I'm playing the game. And I can't wait to show you guys the way I'm playing it now. It's absolutely disgusting. But you guys are going to have to wait for that. And if you're watching the video right now, as soon as this video jumps to about, I guess we would say like 50 likes, I'll release the next video. All right, so you can let it, you know, if you want to help the viewers out, you can write it in the comments, let them know, you know, about 50 likes, Gmai will release the other video. Because the scheme that I'm going to show you guys, that I want you guys to run, is so disgusting and dirty. EA is going to then patch that. But again, people probably won't complain as much about what I'm going to be showing you guys very soon, because it's not something that everybody can do. Remember, my offense is based off of mossing. A lot of you guys just are not able to moss yet, even though I show you guys visibly on stream every day. You know, some of you guys will catch on and be able to do it. Some of you guys will tweet me your things, you know, like, yo, Gmai, what about this? And I'll be like, yo, you suck at the game. But at the end of the day, you got to keep practicing. That's the way I was able to do it, and that's the way you'll be able to do it as well. There goes the price that I paid for Kyle Pitts. We bought that guy for training. And then the Ryan Fitzpatrick, we used the Power Up Pass to actually complete his set. I'll show you guys that really quickly. And then I'm going to let you guys take a break, and we'll be back soon with the video showing you guys one of the most devilish schemes you'll ever see in your life. All right, so here we go with Fitzpatrick real quick. So to complete a set and not do the 30 house rule wins, you're going to need that 95 overall Power Up Pass to get that done right here. You'll see when I click on it, you know, they ask me if I want to refund it. But the big key about what he does is in his last slot, he gets past lead elite for 1 or gunslinger for 5. Whichever way, but you know, Escape Artist is still ridiculous. Protected, all the other stuff that's there, whatever. So that's ultimately what we're getting from that. So that's what I got for you guys right now. I'm going to see you guys very, very soon. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day. Stay blessed, stay well. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.